Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Conan Exiles. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to show you how to make hardened steel. Now, the reason behind this video is because the recipe has recently changed. I am a bit late with this and I do apologize for it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So, in the past, to make the hardened steel, you would have needed the brimstone. Now, the recipe has changed and it requires only the black ice. So with that being said, and then I have two forges which I will show you. One is the kiln, the other one is the advanced forge, and I'm going to show you the differences. Now obviously in the forges I have tier 4 smelter thralls, and I'm going to show you what the difference is between the forges, if there is any. Obviously that remains to be seen. So as you can see, I have the steel, I have the black ice, and the coal for the purpose of fuel. So I'll press play. As you can see, that is pretty much it. It's already crafting the hardened steel. So the ratio is 1:1. So basically it will use 1 steel, 1 black ice to craft 1 hardened steel. Not that complicated. Now if you look in the crafting queue, you can see that it's doing it pretty quick. So let's take out the thrall and see how quick it goes without the thrall. And so that will give you an idea of the difference in terms of speed with regards to thralls and what the purpose of the thrall is in the improved furnace as well as in the kiln. As you can see, without the thrall is what I meant to say, the timer for the crafting of the hardened steel is a lot longer. So it does make a difference. When I put it back in there, as you can see, it just does it a heck of a lot quicker. So major difference. So this is the improved furnace. But I'm going to go into the kiln, which you can get from the character in the unnamed city. I believe his name is the Archivist. And trade in the fragments of power that you get from farming the bosses. For a recipe, it's a random chance of getting the recipe for the kiln. But as you can see, it's crafting it a heck of a lot faster, and even without the thrall, it still crafts the hardened steel faster. So it does help with smelting the items that you need to a bit quicker. Now that's not necessarily a big thing. You can use the improved one, the improved furnace without the kiln, and just drop stuff in there, let them be crafted, and go and do your stuff, come back to it, and you should have whatever you want in the furnace. Now, with regards to this, most of you will know where the black ice is and where to get it from. I have made several videos with this, but for those that don't know, I'm going to show you several locations where you can go and farm some black ice. Now, black ice is now, as you can see, a very important ingredient, and obviously black ice will be found up north just before the volcano, and this is kind of like the area that is the best to look for black ice. Now, the Temple of Frost does have a ton of black ice. You don't have to go too deep in it, and you don't have to necessarily fight all of the NPCs. So I do suggest that you prepare for the cold, as the Black Temple is quite a difficult dungeon with regards to the environmental hazard, and that would be the cold. So it does have some really cold regions. Make sure you have warming brews that will warm up your body temperature. Make sure you have good armor that will protect you against the cold. So I'm going to show you the area. There are some areas around here that you can sometimes find some black ice, but I'm just going to get to the area just before the Temple of Frost. Also, the area that I spawned in does also have the star metal. It is a rare event, just so that you guys know. So it's kind of difficult to find. There are people on official servers that will have bases there just because of that. And right there in front of me, where I am using my let's say crosshair for the purposes of this video, that is right there black ice. It is somewhat different than normal ice as it is darker. So I'm going to show you that you can get this without even going in the dungeon. I will go inside the dungeon and show you the locations where you can farm the black ice inside the dungeon itself. And after that, I will show you several locations on the map should you not want to go in the dungeon. However, do bear in mind that they will not be as plentiful as the black ice in the dungeon. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a cliff up here that does have some black ice, but as you can see, there's a bit of climbing. Now, as you walk towards the dungeon right there, to my right, there were some more crystals of black ice if you want them, so you don't necessarily have to go in it. But if you're here and if you're equipped and prepared to take on a few frost giants, might as well go in there because there is an absolute ton of black ice. So I'm just going to remove the cloak just to show you a way of avoiding most of the frost giants. Now do bear in mind that the frost giants do apply frostbite when they hit you, so very important not to get hit by these guys. But you kind of go around this way and you kind of just aggro one of the frost giants. There is two actually here at the entrance, so you can go this way and either go down the steps or just jump off the side. They do seem to follow you a lot more, so you might want to take them out. As you can see, there's another frost giant right there. And right behind the steps, there is black ice. There is a ton of it, as you can see. And so definitely worth farming. There is more black ice in this room. I'm just going to get rid of these guys because they're annoying. I'm not here to fight them. So let's put cloak back on. So up here, there's black ice. And there is going to be a load. You will basically harvest more than you can possibly carry in this room alone. Now black ice stacks up to 500, as you will see later, and I do have increased harvest rates in this single player session, just so you know, or I think I did. I'm not sure. I haven't played with those settings for quite a while. But as you can see, this is the black ice, or one of the regions. There is another one. So further along this hallway, there's another set of steps. Right behind it, there is some more black ice that you can farm. Not as much as in that first section, but still an area that you might want to look at farming. Now, deeper in the dungeon still, there is some more black ice that you can farm should you want it, but you don't need to go that deep for the purposes of just getting black ice. If you are doing the dungeon, I do suggest keeping an eye out for black ice and picking it up, as it is now, as you've seen, a very valuable and important resource. So with that said, as you can see right here, I am getting frostbitten. Obviously I'm not geared for it, but you can also see the stacks go up to 500. So if you have a stack of 500 black ice and another stack of 500 steel, you'd get 500 hardened steel. Another area that you can get black ice, now this is outside the dungeon, but that does require a bit of climbing, and this is how high it is. It's probably one of the highest peaks in the game. This is my location on the map. There is some black ice here, not that much if you ask me. It does not merit the effort of climbing. The effort of climbing for this particular node of black ice is more or is less worth it than just going in the Temple of Frost. There may be a few bits and pieces of black ice around here, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. But further in front, there is some more black ice. Obviously, I will have cut the video. As you can see, a couple of nodes here. Again, not that much, but something is better than nothing. And further down here, there is an NPC that you can interact with should you choose to. You can find them as you come up. There is a path all the way up here. And just to kind of show you what these nodes will yield if you want to farm them for black ice. That's pretty much it for these areas. I think there are several more areas in the game where you can find some black ice for those that are interested. But I strongly am for going to the Temple of Frost to get the black ice. Definitely worth doing it. Do bear in mind that the Temple of Frost, in my opinion, is still one of the hardest dungeons in the game, and I do like it for that reason. The environmental hazards do make it a challenge. Now down here is that NPC. It is a frost giant. He is not hostile and you can interact with him, and I believe he teaches you something. I'm not sure if it's a emote or a recipe or something, but he does teach something, or used to at least. That is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.